Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2008 rom-com film, romantic comedy film, What Happens in Vegas. So this came out May 2008. I was a month shy of graduating high school. I remember seeing it with a group of friends. After I asked off in the theaters, immediately bought the DVD when it came out, watched it religiously since then, up until a certain point, and then I hadn't seen it in like a decade. And it popped up on Vudu, on Hulu, and I'm like, man, I love this movie. And I put it on as I'm working on my Halloween costume, and I'm reciting it verbatim, word for word, quote for quote, little kind of thing. Or Ashton Kutcher goes, "Wow, wow," at one point with Kristen Ritter's character. And I'm like, bro, I saw this so many times back then and retained all of this deep subconscious memory of the scene for scene, quote for quote, dialogue for dialogue. And I'm like, bro, I love this movie. I miss this so much. 2008 it came out. Cameron Diaz plays Joy McNally. Ashton Kutcher plays Jack Fuller. You have Rod Chaudhry in this. You have Lake Bell in this. Zach Galifianakis, Treat Williams, Queen Latifah, Kristen Ritter. So many people are in this film. Jason Sudeikis is in this. And I completely forgot how many people are in this film. I haven't seen this in so long, and I don't know why, because I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite romantic comedy films. It holds up to 2023 minus one like mental disability joke. And that's it. That's the only problem I saw aside from everything else, leading from 2008 to 2023, 15 years later. It's just such a, as a whole, it's just such a heartfelt film, like frenemies to lovers kind of a story. Like, we've seen that a bunch of times, but it's very rare that it can actually be done very well. And this is done very well. So Jack and Joy are experiencing things, right? Jack is just fired from his dad's furniture company. Joy is just dumped by Jason Sudeikis' character of her fiance. And they and their best friends equally go to Vegas, party at Planet Hollywood, inadvertently get booked in the same suite. That's how they meet. They meet in the same suite while who's showering and who's going to the bathroom, stuff like that. So they get upgrades, they party together. Jack and Joy wind up getting blackout drunk, married, and then they win. Joy's quarter wins Jack $3 million in a slot machine because he puts it in and turns the lever, and then they go their separate ways, but they win. But they can't split the $3 million because they're now legally married. And the other way to get the money is through a divorce. It's a whole thing. So they all go back to New York because they're all from New York. And then it's a matter of Queen Latifah playing the psychiatrist, deciding whether or not they're fit to be a married couple. Did they get married under false pretense? Is the money rightfully theirs? Is the money rightfully Jack's? It's very interesting having the will they, won't they dynamic throughout, but then the sabotaging dynamic throughout. Kristen Ritter plays a girlfriend of Jack's. Zach Galifianakis is just a friend of his. It's so well done, and it's so quick. And it has beautiful little blurb speeches at the end, and, Jack saying to Joy on the beach on Long Island, you bet on me when nobody else will. And it's just so well done. And I absolutely love this film. I've loved this film since 2008. I don't know why I haven't seen it in like a decade, but it's just such a great, uplifting film. Just Cameron Diaz with her party trick of taking the knife to the champagne bottle and exploding, and her just starting smoothies at 6 a.m, going smoothies. It's fun. It's very entertaining. And aside from that, I did not realize subconsciously my developmental aspect within sexuality because of this film as well, on equal fronts on Cameron Diaz's character versus Ashton Kutcher's character. Very attractive individuals, and I was at my late teens when this came out, questioning, developing, figuring stuff out, and all these flashbacks came back, and I'm like, wow, this is a great movie of self-discovery. I will say it that way. Wonderful film all around, wonderful self-discovery film. It's nice to go back to those happy, warm, fuzzy feelings where you think you can conquer the world back when you're 18 and, nothing can harm you. And then here you are 15 later and the world happened. So, yeah, nice trip down memory lane. Amazing film. One of my favorite rom-coms for sure. For sure. I'd have to make a top 10 rom-com list. I got to do that one day. It should be interesting. Anyway, 2008's What Happens in Vegas. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.